I don't know where I am exactly, but I feel like we work together, like we just have like
yes,
like a huge mission or something.
All right. So just focus on the mission. And as you focus on the mission, keep going. Tell me more.
We're kind of coming, like our goal is Earth, like just by us being there, something within us, we vibrationally help for Earth to awaken.
Yes.
And our frequency is really similar.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't know, I feel like it's the same. We're just so like in love, but I don't know how far it goes. It just feels very much like coworker.
Yes.
Like we're not, I don't know, we just don't have what is here on Earth with these families, like husband, wife.
Yes.
It's different.
Yeah, so follow that feeling of love. I want you to expand that feeling of love within you. And as you expand that feeling of love, go to where it is that you've been together before.
I heard Lemuria?
Lemuria, very good.
That's just what I heard.
Yes, continue.
I don't even know what Lemuria is. Lemuria.
So just imagine yourself diving into that world.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like is it water? I feel like there's a lot of water. This is a water planet.
Yes. Tell me about that. What do you...
It's like, I don't know, like it's just so like water. And
it's water.
It's dark. I don't have daylight. It's darker. I don't know if it's nighttime.
Yes.
But we're there and we're just spending time together, and just we have our feet in like the water.
Yes.
Like just like how you would on a pool's edge, and we're just, I don't know, it's a very cute love. It's suggestive, but like I don't know, it just feels like young love. It's just so alive, like it's like we've just been something so deep here.
Very good.
Together.
So I'd like for you to advance in that same lifetime when something very important is happening. Allow yourself to go to that next moment. What's happening?
I can't see too much, but I feel like I can't tell if it's against his will, but I feel like he has to go.
Yes.
He has to go first or something. Or he has to leave me.
Yes.
And
do you make a promise or a vow to each other?
I don't think there's a promise or a vow. It just is.
Yes.
It's just a love that is so deep, and it is. It just is. I do hear like I will love you forever.
Yes.
Something just feels like so like home when I'm near them, this person.
Yes. So I'd like for you to go ahead and advance the moment when he does leave. What's happened?
I understand.
Yes.
It's like a duty.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's like I'm not like super struggling.
Yes.
It's just, I get it. I get he has to go. It's like for the benefit of whatever. Like, again, this feels very like we're not here for ourselves. We're here for an external thing. Like, we're not here to be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you know what the mission is? If you knew.
I feel like he's going to help. What's the word?
Mm-hmm.
Some place needs help.
Okay.
And he's going almost like in that version of like what we are there as like a soldier in a way.
Yes.
Like to help.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I am seeing like flying, like those things like in Star Trek, those flying vehicles, like the tiny ones that would shoot out of Star Trek, like the big ship.
Yes.
And I'm seeing that like he's going on one of those, like he's leaving off of there. This is space.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like space.
Are you in space also?
I just feel like this planet, whatever it is, resides up there in space. Like it's dark.
Yes.
And the stars are out, and it's like a darkness. Like I don't think the sun hits over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay. Like I'm not in despair or anything. I understand.
Okay.
But I still like it's just like a love that is so powerful. Even just being near them, it's just like we don't have to do anything. We can just talk and we just feel like this, like nobody else understands us. We're like two peas in a pod or something.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you will be at a place and time before this lifetime when you made the decision to be here together. 1, 2, and 3.
It's like the middle of the desert. Like there's camels and there's people in long, what do they call them? Like what, I don't know. It's like a long dress. Like this is like, I don't even know. This looks like long, like AD times or something like that.
Uh-huh. Are you male or female there?
I don't even know if I see myself yet. I just see like the area, like the setting.
Yes.
It looks like I see pyramids. I see like the desert. I just feel like I do see a man like there with his camel, but I don't know if he's like I'm him.
Well, we'll find out. What happens next?
Oh.
Yes?
Okay, so I'm like walking my camel back to like this, I guess, wherever I live, and there's a woman there. I'm the man.
Okay.
There's a woman there. She's like my wife, and we have like a really good relationship, but
Yes.
I don't think she's him.
So expand your knowing and your understanding. What has happened?
We just have a really good life, and I just like, we're just really happy, and it's like a really like, for compared to like other people, like my culture, like where, you know, the men tend to be like not so nice, controlling, brutal. Like we just are like I don't treat her like that. We're nice. We have like nice times. We're like, there's no bickering.
Very good. So let's advance a little bit more to see what happens to your wife. I'll count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be there. 1, 2, and 3.
She's giving birth.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. I don't really think it's the first. Because in the previous scene, I saw a couple little kids there already. Yeah. It's interesting. Like, we're just in the middle of the desert, and she's giving birth, and it's just like in a shock. It's just so interesting. Like, and everything's okay. We're comfortable. Like, this feels very comfortable. Like, we're happy. Like, we don't have anything really.
Very good.
But we're just so happy. Like, it's just like, it's calm.
Very good. So let's close the scene. I'll count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be at the last day of that lifetime. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm like in a bed.
Yes.
Kind of like old.
You're old, yes.
Yeah.
Are you by yourself there?
I see like my son. He's there's like, I don't see my wife. I think maybe I outlived her. I don't know.
You'll know the answer.
No, I think I outlived her.
Yes.
Well, my son's there, and he's just like, we all know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
So we're just kind of just, he's just staying there, spending time.
Yes.
Like, waiting for me, just, to like, I guess, take my last breaths. Yeah.
So allow that body to die. Just leave it as if you're taking off an old coat. And tell me what happens when you die. Where does your soul go?
Right up, floating up, up, up.
And who's there to meet you?
My wife.
What does she say to you?
I love you so much, and I've been waiting. I waited to take my journey for you. Now we can go together.
Very good. Notice if you make any decisions or promises to each other.
To be a friend. To come back lifetime to lifetime to be a friend.
Yes. So notice how that decision now affects you in the life as Melissa.
So she came back to be a friend. The bestest friend, supporter.
Yes.
To give comfort, like to be reliable, to be like a person who would never do them wrong.
Yes.
Like, even if nobody else, they didn't have to have that person.
Yes.
To at least have someone.
Yes. So she doesn't have to be alone like she was in the forest.
Right.
So what advice do you give her now where she is awakening so quickly and may not be at the same level as her friend? What do you say to her?
Be patient. There will be a time, just like when you light like a match, like just as instant as that, it can all change. Mm-hmm. It can all just be pushed forward. Like just there will not be any waiting. You'll just be there. You can be patient, and there will be a time coming up very soon, maybe even, mm-hmm. where it will all just set off. It's going to be worth it.
Wonderful. Very good. So now with that knowledge, I'd like for you to go ahead and leave that lifetime, knowing that with the end of that lifetime, that experience is over, and you have chosen a different lifetime, a different experience, a different body for this one, to experience new things. But one of the things that is being experienced in this body is weight gain and very heavy and painful periods. I want you to just focus on this body and notice, what is the origin of all of this? Where is this coming from? What would you like to focus on first? What do you feel? Mm-hmm. Yes. What part of you?
I'm trying to formulate words. Mm-hmm. The waking is it's connected to some sort of thoughts.
All right.
Thoughts she has.
Yes.
Negative thoughts?
Negative thoughts? All right. As you follow those negative thoughts, you don't need to know what they are. I want you to go to the moment in which those negative thoughts began. What was the match that began the fire of those thoughts? I want you to go backwards. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. With each number, I want you to follow it. 1, following the path to the negative thoughts, when this all began. 2 and 3. Where are you?
Her dad used to talk to her in a way that lowered her self-esteem.
Mm-hmm. So listen to those words. What's Dad saying?
I don't know what he's saying, but basically saying you're not good enough.
All right, very good. How old are you there?
How old's Melissa there?
Yes.
I want a 6.
All right. So I'm going to count backwards. With each number, you're going to go back. And when I get to number 1, you're going to be there listening to your dad and feeling those feelings of not good enough. 3, getting younger. 2, and 1. What's happening?
He's just miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like upset. And like through his anger and his energy that he has when he's angry, it affects me.
Yes.
Always comparing to other people, like telling me what I have to be, what I have to do, what I have to be, get a good job, do this, do that, but it doesn't feel like, it feels like it's more like for show.
Yes. So I want you to talk to your dad. You're 6 years old. Talk to your daddy and tell him how you're feeling about these things that he's saying to you. What do you say to him?
I just want to be like who I'm meant to be. I don't feel like I'm supposed to follow the straight path. And I also just don't understand why you just can't be happy. Why are you so always upset with everything?
Mm-hmm. Give Dad your voice. Switch. Dad, what do you say back to your daughter?
I really, really messed up.
Do you realize all of these things you were telling her?
I do now. They're working on me.
Yes. Notice how those words were like poison to her.
Yeah, it's like a snake. I see like stuff coming out of the snake's mouth.
Yes, yes. And notice how it's affected her.
I'm the reason why she ended up in so much problems.
Talk to her about that.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry I didn't show up. But I couldn't show up. I was just not in right mind. And I want you to know that they're working on me on the other side. They're working on me.
Yes.
I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn fella, but they're working on me.
Mm-hmm. Mike, are you in a place of rehabilitation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just
It's
so that
slow.
Yes, just so that Melissa knows, because she's working with the spirit world now. She'll be getting more into it. Tell her this place where you are. What is it like? Where they work on you?
Feels like I went back to school.
Yes.
And I don't know, they're just kind of teaching me how to let go. Mm-hmm. Let go. I'm so stubborn, though. It's taking time.
Yes. And how is that affecting Melissa? Because she still is connected to you in one way or another with all those thoughts.
What affecting?
Yeah, look how it's affecting her, all this weight gain. She's still protecting herself from all of these thoughts. They're not good enough. The venom.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I'm really sorry, but I just wanted to know I'm trying to give it my all over here and try to like change. It's just like I had a lot of demons. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of things that I just didn't know what or how to go about anything. Like get help, or it just was not our culture to ask for help or go get help, and I just should have done better.
All right, very good. Switch. Melissa, what do you say back to Dad? Do you understand things from a different perspective now?
I do, and I understand. I understand that when you're hurt, it's because you were hurt, and it takes time, and I know you come to me in my sleep, and we're trying to work it out, even on the other side. But I understand, and all right, we'll get there.
So I want you to talk to the little 6-year-old, the one that is being implanted with all of these negative thoughts. And notice what happens to her when she receives these negative thoughts. What happens to her soul?
It's when she's 6.
Yeah.
It's like I see like someone actually like whipping somebody. Yes. It's like a whip.
Yes.
It's like every time I take it, it's like a whip. It's devastating.
Mm-hmm. And does she go anywhere? Does she hide from that whip? Notice what her soul does.
She hides behind what you taught her not to kind of take anything personally. Mm-hmm. And stop being so emotional.
Yes.
So now she's so much blocked off from that she's just numb.
All right, so I want you to talk to this little girl. I want the adult Melissa to talk to her and explain to her that because of her decisions of what had happened to her, that now the adult is experiencing all these issues. Explain to her. Talk to her. She's a little girl.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Make her feel safe.
I put my arms around her.
Yes.
And I just hug her so tight and I say, you don't have to listen to that man. He's not in a space, a right space, and you don't have to allow what he thinks about himself to affect you.
Yes.
He's hurt because he's been hurt, and that's separate from you. And you're amazing. You have come here with such a big mission, and your light is just gonna do something big for this world, and you're gonna be fine, and don't you worry, like, it's gonna get better.
Yes. And is it true that all these things that her dad said about her, was that true?
No.
No. So you could say, I used to believe that.
I used to believe that.
But it's not true. It's just not true anymore.
It's just not true anymore.
And I want you to grow up this little girl in your arms. Make her grow up and put her into your heart. Fold her into your heart. And I want you to find all of that venom that was sent to this little girl, all of those negative thoughts, all of those negative words, all of those words that said to her, you're not good enough, I don't like you. And I want you to just use those tissues once again. I'll give you a new one. And I want you to cough out all of those thoughts, all of those words, all of those things that no longer belong to you. That's venom. That's Dad's venom.
And that's why I always dream of snakes.
So take all that venom out. And go ahead and pull that snake out from your throat. And pull it out. And toss it away. Very good. And now we're going to put something inside of you. Instead of all of those negative thoughts, what would you like to choose now?
It's so funny because we're talking about waking. I just feel like I want to put fruits. Fruits.
Very good. Very good. So I am going to sound a tuning fork for the fat cells. And we're going to go ahead and put all those beautiful fruits in there. And this time, they're going to allow all of that fats to be eliminated, to no longer be held back. Yes. And begin to see in front of you a full-length mirror. And begin to see yourself as the person that is within this shell. Begin to see the transformation in front of you. What you look like. Begin to see your face becoming thinner. Your body becoming stronger. Seeing that youthful look. More energy. And as you look in that mirror, look at all of the things that you place inside that mirror with you. Look at your children. Look at all of the people who adore you. Those who think like you. Who admire you. Who stand by you. Notice how that feels.
Feels like fabulous.
Very good. Very good. And I want you to project yourself now into the future. And notice what you look like in the future. You can pick 5, 10 years, whatever you wish.
In 1 year?
Whatever you wish.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
I'm going to be the weight I was in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to feel alive, and I'm going to feel rejuvenated, and I'm like going to focus on things that are more high vibrational, with like intaking into those things. Mm-hmm. More alive food, not dead food.
Very good. Very good. So, as the commander of this body, you can now talk to your cells and explain to your cells that this is going to be your new reality.
My new reality will be healthy, adventurous, more high vibrational, being out in nature, focusing more on alive food that is gonna spiritually advance me, and stay away from food that is programmed. Mm-hmm. And dead. Mm-hmm. And this is how I will continue to be. There's no going back.
Very good. Very good. So with that, scan your body and come back to the moment that you're in now, and notice your reproductive system. And I'd like to ask the reproductive system, what message is it telling Melissa? Why is it screaming at her? Why the pain? What does she need to know? Where is this coming from? Is it this lifetime or a different lifetime?
There may have been another life where she was I don't even feel like I want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need to heal it. And to heal it, we need to feel it. So allow yourself at the count of 3 to be in that lifetime. 1, 2, and 3. What do you feel?
I feel like I'm in like some sort of cowboy ranch movie. Mm-hmm. Like, not a ranch, but it's like those saloons.
Yeah, so you're male or female?
Female.
Yes. What's happening?
I'm blonde, and I have like, I can see all that, like, just think of like a saloon girl, and the whole look is there.
Yes.
I guess I'm there for entertainment purposes.
Mm-hmm. Sex?
Yeah.
Yes. What happens to you?
I don't understand why I look happy here. Like, this is not normal. Like, I shouldn't be happy. I look happy in this life. I look like I'm okay with what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. So I don't want you to judge it. I want you to just live it. What's happening?
I don't know. I'm just having a grand old time. I'm like, this is fun. I'm drinking. It's like loud music.
Yes.
It's fun. I'm having fun.
How old are you there?
16.
Okay. So advance a little bit more until you're older. Something happens. What are you sensing?
There's one particular guy.
Yes?
I can't really tell if he's like good or bad, but he's like, he's interested in me, like outside. It's like to be outside of here.
Yes.
But like I just, like I don't know what to think of him. I don't know. Like he's just very aloof.
Yes.
Not really my type. Like a little older.
What happens?
I think I might actually like leave here and like go with him.
Yes.
And be like with him as like a thing, which is kind of funny for me, like who's gonna marry me or want to be with me like that. But I'm like, I go with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't necessarily know that I feel like it's like my ticket out of here, because again, like I don't know why I'm like adjusted to this life or something, but I go.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just, it's like I could see us like in this with the carriage with the wheels.
Yes.
With those wooden wheels and the horses, and like I don't know, he takes me kind of, we're like far off.
Yes.
And like out of like the main town, and I don't know. This is just not what I wanted to do. I just like I'm.
All right. Go forward until you're much older. What's happening?
I feel like I've had some kids, but I just don't feel happy there. I'm still with him.
Very good. So I want you to notice.
There's one child who's buried off far, like a little bit further away from the spot.
Yes.
I go to put flowers there and stuff, but he doesn't care about that. He doesn't go there with me. I go there alone. We don't mourn together.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one I lost. It was born dead.
So at that moment of having lost your child, do you make any decision about your life?
I don't like him. I don't want him near me. I think he's saying that like this guy calls me names. He calls me really bad names. He's miserable. I just feel like at that point, I get to a point in that life where there's no way out. It's all over. I don't know. It's just not a good life. It's just, I don't know. I should have never went with him.
Yes. So I'd like for you to go to the end of your life in that lifetime. See yourself on the last day of your life. Notice how old the body is.
Yeah, 80. I'm old, and I'm like, don't look. I was very good looking. And now I'm just big. I'm big, and I have this long, long braid.
Yes.
All my children are there. He's not. Thank God. I don't like him.
Very good. So notice the reason why you're dying.
Pneumonia. But they didn't know then what it was.
Yes. So allow your body to die. And what is the last thing that your brain thinks?
I just like heard that there's some sort of unhealthy thing with some energy of what I was doing. like I kind of was disgusted with myself or something at some point.
Yes.
And I somehow put an energy there to like, how do I say this? You know, when you are kind of, shame on you.
Yes.
And I put the shame because that's the area of like where you do those, you know.
Yes.
Something like went like created like that from shame.
Yes. So I'd like for you to go ahead and talk to that woman. What does she need to know?
I don't think there was any options for you at that time. I don't know exactly how you came into it, but something makes me feel like you just didn't have any options and you did the best with what you could do. And I feel like there's a numbing, and it's like if I could enjoy this or act like whatever, I could be like some delusional aspect, I could get through it. So I don't really think you should have like the shame, because you just were doing what you had to do to survive.
So go ahead and allow her to release that shame. Release it from her body, from her soul. Give that shame back to God. And notice what happens to that soul.
It's like, it's almost like, it's like become, like it feels innocent or just playful, like lighter.
Very good. Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and take that soul into the light, knowing that with the end of that body and that lifetime, that experience is over. It should no longer affect you. Allow her to go into the light and breathe into that light. And now you're going to focus on the body of Melissa. And notice that that shame should no longer be there. And I want you to find something that we can use to suture those organs from that shame. What would you like to use to heal that area?
Orange light.
Beautiful. I'm going to sound the tuning fork, and I want you to bring in that beautiful orange light. Like a wave of fresh air, of innocence. Breathe it in. And tell me what that area looks like now.
Like clean. Like spotless, like just clean.
Very good. Very good. So now that the body is feeling clean and light, there is a question that I have regarding Marion, the soldier from Operation Desert Storm. What information do we have about Marion? Is it the same soul or someone who has come to visit her?
I think she timeline jumped. I think that's also her.
What does she need to know from that time?
I think she just timeline jumped.
Okay. So is she also timeline jumping when she sees the children and taking them to the new earth?
This is going to be something we're trying to kind of warm her up to.
Okay.
She's kind of been selected.
Mm-hmm.
She does this like with her own children. As far as she's doing an amazing job with her own children, with keeping them out of the system, keeping them on their path, like keeping their light bright. And because of the way that she operates, like in that position as, I guess, a guardian, as you could say, this is why she's not the only one. Mm-hmm. There's others that are getting these dreams too.
So are these physical children that she'll be helping?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And some of them, we haven't shown her these ones, but some of them may be the ones that are coming. Mm-hmm. They're not, they're special.
Are they coming to her own family?
No, she will not be having them through her own body.
Okay.
It's when, as we move closer in Ascension, humanity will then be prepared for the ones that we're bringing. Mm-hmm. Or there's a new breed.
Yes.
And only certain people are going to be able to have them, like, take care of them, because they're not coming with parents. Mm-hmm. They're not coming like the way that people have children here. So
how will Melissa be involved in this?
They have to be given to people who are, I want to say like advanced. Mm-hmm. Ones who are going to be able again to understand them, their and because I'm hearing the matrix will always exist, but they cannot go into that. Mm-hmm. They have to be kept separate.
Okay. And now Melissa is kind of finding her way out of the matrix.
She's already out. Mm-hmm. She's just waiting for her husband to follow.
Okay.
But she's already out. She's just waiting, I feel like, location wise, but that will come later. Mm-hmm. But
so where's she supposed to be doing in the future? She wants some clarity on her spiritual path. She has all of these dreams. Are these dreams different places where she goes? Different work that she does?
she's going to end up living a life that is kind of like her main home is not going to be the home that she's in now. It will be a home that is in isolation, but in a good way, surrounded by forest, trees, and she will finally connect with animals. We've been trying to get her to connect with animals, but she has a lot of reservations about that we're trying to but we're still trying to give her the intuition to hold out space for that.
Yes.
but she has like a particular motherly energy about her. Like this is why she's suited for something like that. Like, because again, she does a great job with her own children, so this is why she's been selected. But again, she's not the only one.
Okay. So who are the ones that guide her? She's seen in her dreams people who are dressed as in Star Trek with uniforms. Who are the ones?
That's her family.
That's her family.
Her family, yeah. From, again, I'm hearing Lemuria.
Mm-hmm.
Lemuria.
And who are the ones that are guiding her during this session? Who am I speaking with? Higher self, very good. So, what is the purpose for having brought her all the way from Canada to this session today? What did she need to know or experience?
She needed to know that whatever is happening to her is not a false sense of reality. It's real. Mm-hmm. And we've tried to show her that through dream state, but she needed more. There was also something with not being able to move fully forward in her mission.
Yes.
With all that, the energetic hang-ups, as you would say.
Yes.
So that needs to be cleared, because those energetic hang-ups also keep her sometimes, all times functioning in the lower vibration. Mm-hmm. And if she's in the lower vibration, she cannot move forward. So there needed to be like a clearing, if anything, from this session.
And has that been accomplished?
She will leave feeling transformed. She will leave with more confidence than she had before.
Very good. Very good. Is there any other message that you would like to tell Melissa now, before she comes back?
Everything you're doing is wonderful. There's stop being so hard on yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. You're doing a great job. Like, you're just doing exactly what you set out to do, and you don't have to be so hard on yourself all the time. Live, enjoy yourself, laugh more. But also there needs to be a lot more emphasis put on fun, because she's working too hard sometimes, and it's just, that's just not what life is. She needs to also at least have a balance and enjoy herself, or retreat more. Take that trip if you need to. Go out into nature, do that more. Even if you're not like where you want to be right now, even if you want the whole thing. We know she wants the whole thing, but even if it's just down the street, or in that little pond area by her house, it's still gonna help you. The medicine is in the nature. The medicine is there. Mm-hmm. And stop trying to also, she needs to also stop trying to fast track to getting to go to where the next place is, or be. Just be in the now and stop looking ahead all the time. Just, it will come. It's not a race.
We had a little discussion about that before the session.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very helpful for her to be understood by you. She doesn't ever talk to anybody about her feelings. She's always just helping others. She also, sometimes with her kind, if you want to say empathic, feel like she doesn't want to be a burden on anyone. So she suffers a lot, sometimes in silence. But by talking your words to her, she felt heard.
Wonderful. Good. So today you've been heard by her. And we now know that she's got a bright future where she will be in beautiful nature in the future, being able to help other people. And being part of this very important mission on Earth. Is there anything else that she needs to know?
No.
Very good. So I'd like to thank you for all of those beautiful words to her. I'm sure she's going to appreciate it and listen to this over and over again and be open to listening to more of your guidance and the words in which you tell her. So with that, I'd like for you to go ahead and disconnect from all of those energies, knowing that you are set now for the future, knowing that it's bright, knowing that you are well informed and well guided. And see yourself walking back into that beautiful meadow once again, where you saw that bubbling brook that was so beautiful. And this time you can see a beautiful light of beautiful rainbow colors coming towards you and bathing you with that light, invigorating you, feeling life is breathing into you, knowing that you are here on such a special mission with beautiful children that will help you, who have come back into your life. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more as you enjoy this beautiful light around you. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Whoa. That was interesting. I would say, like, I felt like I was struggling between myself, because I tend to be, like, a lot more assertive. Oh, my goodness. And it's interesting, I didn't have the visuals.
Yep.
Everything was, like, I mean, I saw it, but, like, again, like, it was just, like, coming towards me. And
yeah.
Is it normal, too, for the hands to be, like, numb? Like, it was, like,
everything is normal.
Oh.
It's like everybody has a different experience, so.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? You feel good?
I do, but it's interesting because, you know, like, you ask, there's a lot of second guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say, like, is this really real? Like,
yeah.
Do you want to say it? Are you, like, sure you're seeing what you're seeing? But,
didn't I say that to you before we started?
Wow.
That's what you would say?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. How long do you think it was? Just guess.
40 minutes? No way, if you tell me more than... No way! No way! What? No way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
2 hours.
What? Wow, that's a trip in itself. Wow. Okay.
So you think you were hypnotized?
I do, but I just felt, I wish I would have been able to say the words more. I feel like I was struggling between my mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trying to find the perfect words to say.
But you did fine.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Wow, okay.
So do you want to keep this private?
I would say there definitely needs to be probably parts edited.
Yeah.
You know which parts, I think you do.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, do you think
you want to publish it? I mean, that's how you found me.
Do you think it would help? I don't know.
You know, everything, you never know how it's going to resonate with anybody. You never know. Some people will get something out of it that will resonate with them, and some people don't. It's not a one size fits all. But always remember, the session is about you. All right. Wow, Melissa, 2 hours.
2 hours. I can't wrap my head. That's the biggest surprise out of all of this. I cannot believe 2 hours. It did not feel like that at all.
So it's short for you.
40 minutes max.
Yeah. Incredible. Did this session resonate with you? Did it hone in on?
It really did. A lot of stuff made sense, and I would say anyone should definitely try this, but really be patient with yourself when you are in it, because you will second guess everything that's coming, and just don't do that, because if you do that, then it's just not going to be, you're not going to explore as much as you can. Yeah.
But this has been your first time, and for first time, we got a lot out of it.
I'm shocked, yeah. I'm shocked. I actually thought I didn't give, I thought I wasn't going to be as much. I thought I was going to, be...
Yeah.
I can't, I'm so in shock right now. I'm just so, this is why I'm, wow, what a journey.
So tell everybody where you're coming from.
Toronto, Canada. I made the big trek out here. Nothing was going to stop it. I got in, and that's another thing that should be mentioned is if you are struggling to get in, just know that it's going to happen when it's supposed to be. I've been trying for 8 years, so
there you go.
If you've been trying for 2 years, I've been trying for 8 years. So.
And you're going to hear all the groaning. Oh no!
Yeah, but when it's your time, just have a solace that when it's your time, it will be your time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
100%. I actually feel lighter, like I can go out and conquer the world.
Excellent. So tell everybody about this place. What do you think about Micanopy and being down here?
So the moment I drove onto Alba's property, I felt this energy that just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I couldn't keep my eyes on the road as I was driving in because everything was calling to me. And there's a lot of energy here, a lot of high vibrational energy. And even when I was on her porch, I felt and heard everybody welcoming me and just saying hello, hello. And it was so interesting. I told you, I felt like it was coming from the grass.
Yeah.
But it's so high energy over here. Definitely, I'm actually regretting not staying here. You got to stay here if you're going to come for the session. Stay here.
She chose not to stay here. And I was like, why didn't you stay here? Oh,
yeah,
well.
I regret that. Definitely, if I ever come back in a few years from now, I'm staying here because the property itself will probably add to the experience 100%. Yeah. So
tell everybody, because she's obviously psychic. She can connect with the land and the all the little elementals. Tell everybody what you do.
So I am a psychic intuitive medium. I am on YouTube. I got the call to be on YouTube in 2020, and so I do tarot readings on one channel, and then I have another channel where I just talk about basically my Ascension process and what it was like to me. And you can just find me at Your Journey to Ascension with no spaces on YouTube.
And that's, what about the tarot card?
The tarot channel is Chitramoon Tarot. And yeah, you'll be able to find me. It's a very unique name, but Your Journey to Ascension is where I talk a lot more about my experiences. And I'm gonna actually definitely be making a video on my experience too as well.
Terrific.
With you.
Terrific. Yeah. All right, so if anybody wants a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. You need to sign up for the newsletter. I get emails every month. How do I get a session with you? Sign up for my newsletter. It comes out once a month. There's links there for online and in-person sessions. Click on the link. It's a first gets the session, and there are very few sessions a month. So if it's your time, your guides are going to make it happen. Trust me. So thank you for watching. Until the next one, much love to you. Bye-bye. Let me have that hug.